Happy Passover. I'm making a traditional Passover sweet, which is coconut macaroons. Have been made by Jewish people since at least the 9th century. And they're very popular because, as you probably know, you're not supposed to eat regular flour or use any leavening agents except for eggs during Passover. So they have no flour and they have a little bit of egg white, and they're also quite delicious. So we start with our coconut. Now what I did with this coconut was I put it in a nonstick skillet and I just tossed it around, and I was constantly tossing for maybe 5 minutes. What I wanted to do was give it a little bit of toastiness but not turn all of the coconut pieces brown. And I wanted them to still have some moisture, because the moisture is what gives you your nice chewy macaroons. So we put together the coconut, a little vanilla, and I know this is sweet, but it works, some sweetened condensed milk. This gives us a little bit of a binding agent, although the eggs will do that too. And also a little sugar, because this is the only sugar that's going in the recipe. And remember, not evaporated milk, sweetened condensed. I think that's plenty. Then we just mix this all up. This is a very simple recipe. There we go. Whoops. It's a little bit messy, but we'll get there. We just want to make sure that's all mixed up. So I don't know how many of you have seen these in the kosher for Passover section. They're always canned macaroons, but of course they're more delicious if you make them yourself. And you have that feeling of accomplishment. And they're a lot fresher, because who knows when they made the canned ones. Okay, almost there with this. This is actually a half recipe, and as you can see, most of the recipe is the macaroon. Is the coconut. Well, it is all macaroon. Then I've got, now I'm making half a recipe, so this is 1 egg white and a little tiny bit of salt, and you just whip it up until it has peaks that are not super firm, but they're peaks and they'll hold their shape. And then we're going to just fold that into this. I'm just going to do that. Goodbye. So I'm using my little spring pink spatula. Yeah. As you can see, there's really not much egg. That's why the condensed milk is helpful. Now, if you're doing it kosher for Passover, you may not be able to get kosher vanilla, and then just leave the vanilla out. But I love vanilla, and I'm not super kosher, so okay. We're just gonna take our little spatula and fold. Again, this is not as important as if you were folding an angel food cake, where you really want to make sure that you have a lot of egg white left. The egg white's pretty much going to disappear as we fold it into the coconut mixture. So you just go down and turn, that's folding, down and turn, whoops, make a mess. Well, you get the idea. Then, when that has finished folding, if you have a cookie scoop, that's very handy. If you don't have a cookie scoop, you can use a spoon or your fingers or whatever. This is obviously, it holds together better after it's been in the oven. And you can shape it a little bit if you want, and just pop it on a cookie sheet about 1 inch apart. And as you can see, the little balls should be maybe 1 inch to 1.5 inches in diameter. And when you do that, for a full recipe, you're going to end up with 24 macaroons about, or for half a recipe, as I'm doing, 12. Now, here comes the exciting part. If you want to be very, very decadent, you take your finished product, you melt a little bit of semi-sweet chocolate, just dip the bottoms. Oh, that looks good. Just so it has that little bit of chocolate flavor, and then I cool it on wax paper. Whoops, missed some. This is a very big macaroon. Okay, we're just gonna leave it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want that little hint of chocolate flavor. There we go. And of course your hands are very, very clean when you do this, obviously, as mine are. Aren't they cute? Now, some people don't want the chocolate, and that's fine. I probably would do about half chocolate and half not chocolate. The coconut itself gives it a lovely chewy flavor, and the toasting of the coconut gives you just that little bit of releasing the coconut oils, and it also gives a wonderful smell to your house. So it's going to be fabulous. Okay, I'm going to do one more, and then we're done. Happy Passover. Bye.